Okay, round number one. And we're looking at our opener here, and it's not too great, but we are on the draw. We need a black mana source pretty badly, though, and I think I'm going to mulligan this one. We can see the buttons are now mulligan and keep instead of yes or no, so I never have to read this stupid sentence again, which I, even to this day, read after I've been playing online for a long time. So I'm going to mull this one. This one's a little better. I think I am going to keep this one. I mean, we certainly have the potential to flood out, and if that happens, then it happens. But, we've got a bunch of sweet cards in our deck, and we can cast basically any of them with this. Also, we can use things like Grizzly Salvage to help dig for stuff if we draw those. Can adjust this a little bit because the cards, for some reason, are just tiny on here. And sometimes you can just do this to do it, but I don't know how that looks on the video. Yeah, see, so it's just a little tiny card. I don't like how compact it ends up being. Maybe it's just me, but the I do like this, that it has, like, everything's very clearly marked here about what phase you're in and all that. All right, so we do draw a land. Not a good start. All right, he's got a Gorehouse Chainwalker. He is going to unleash that thing. Let's see what we draw before. All right, so we instantly draw another land, so we're going to play Grim Roustabout, and we are not going to unleash it because we can't race that thing as it sits. We have absolutely nothing in our hand, and so we're going to need to move into regeneration mode here. All right, he follows up with a Doorkeeper. That I can deal with. All right, we hit a launch party. That's fine. Play this and ship the turn back. So he might try to mill us out or something. I don't know. All right, he is going to attack anyway. This makes sense because he needs to make sure that we use up our mana. If he just stops attacking, then it gives me the opportunity to do other things. Also, he might just be able to kill it post-combat. No, he can't. He just does nothing. Ooh, a Corpsejack Menace. Now, that's a nice one. He does have mana up for both cancel and, what's it called? Essence Backlash, but I mean, like, I can't just sit here doing nothing. I mean, I could. Like, nothing's actually happening here, but maybe I could just wait for him to tap some mana, but I also just think that, like, I want to make sure that he has something like that before I start playing around it, because this thing entering the battle, if this thing resolves, it's going to change this game a lot, and it does in fact resolve. No attack. I could bluff the attack with this guy, but it also runs it right into Hussar Patrol, and he's just going to block. It just doesn't make much sense. All right, so he's on the Doorkeeper planet, it looks like. And he does not even bother attacking with his Chainwalker, so I don't have to try to call any bluffs here or anything like that. Okay, so let's battle. Seems to have frozen here. Yeah. All right. I'm going to pause real quick and try to restart Magic Online because apparently, like, the clocks aren't running. It looks like it's just completely stopped here. Okay. This is still in beta, and I had to restart. We've lost a bunch of time on the clock, but otherwise it looks like we're fine. And I have successfully, apparently, attached with my Corpsejack Menace. So he's battling. And let's see if he's got anything up his sleeve here. We do have launch party that we can use to destroy anything that does try to get in, but I can't really think of anything that can. I think he's just going to take it here. He clearly wants to start milling us out, but I think we just win that race pretty easily here. So let's play a Stonefair Crocodile and ship the turn back. We can start attacking with everything that way. And we still have Grim Roustabout to block here if we want. He's going to play a land, and he does attack. What could he have here? I guess he could have Wrath. If he has Wrath, how bummed are we? Kind of bummed, but not that bummed. Like, I could keep the the Grim, but like, Yeah, I'm just going to block it. Red mana. It can't be Mortars. Could be Street Spasm. All right, he's just got a Spirit Skywatch. Sure. Street Spasm's an instant, though, so like it wouldn't make a ton of sense. So he's going to lock down this guy. And he's putting up some more pressure, but not a ton, really. And we're still in a pretty good position here. I can Thrill Kill Assassin. I think I am going to do that. We don't have any attacks this turn, unfortunately, but I'm going to Thrill Kill Assassin, and I am going to unleash it. It can attack right through these walls. And I think we're in a better position to race than he is with this Skywatch. Plus, we have Lunch Party at any time we really want. This seems fine to me. I should have attacked with the Stonefair Crocodile. He's not blocking. Even if he does, we can gain life. All right, he's going to play Inspiration on his turn. It's a good one. He's got a bunch of cards now. A bunch of lands as well. Frostburn Weird. Okay. Frostburn Weird is fine. So we take 3 here. That seems fine. We're going to start beating him down with this guy. Remember, it's a 3/4 thanks to our Corpsejack Menace as well, so that's pretty sweet. And we can also just start racing him like life gain for life gain with our Crocodile at some point, as this is the only thing he has that can block it, which is fine. Like, if he wants to trade it off, I could even just kill it. All right, let's see what we draw. All right, more nothings. So attack here, here, here. Yeah, seems fine. I think we're just racing now, and I can start just activating this guy. See if he goes for the trade with the Frostburn Weird. If he doesn't, when he pumps, I can consider taking the thing out with the launch party here if I want. It leaves us a little open for a minute to the Chainwalker, but we can gain the life stills. Actually, we wouldn't be gaining the life then, would we? Okay. All right, so he is going to pump. Nope. Yep, nope, nope, yep, nope. He is going to pump, and I think that we just trade here. If we don't, my other play is to launch my Grim Roustabout. I don't gain any life, and I will start gaining life off of this, but it's not actually going to be getting through. Yeah, I think I'm okay just trading it off and gaining some life there in that one hit. All right, because this puts us at a comfortable life total, and we're still the aggressors. Leaves us mana to regenerate our Grim Roustabout a couple times if we need to as well. Wouldn't mind seeing like a Grizzly Salvage or something just to help get us to some action. Maybe pitch a few things. Interesting approach with cards like Corpsejack Menace, because it can kind of be a draft around me, but I tend to just like not influence my draft picks too much based on that card or that type of card, because like I think you just get value out of it just by having it in your deck. Being a 4/4 for 4 is sweet, and also it's like, you know, you get things like Thrill Kill Assassins and then of course Scavenge and that kind of stuff, just random stuff. But I think that like it might be more of a mistake to start playing things, for example, like Slitherhead or things like that are just kind of marginal, don't do a ton, and you're like, oh, it's really good with Corpsejack Menace, but then is it? And then do you know, sometimes you just don't have it, and it's just like not that great. Ooh, that's a nice rip right there. Karasa Guildmage is sweet. Yeah, I think I can So I'm going to drop the Guild Mage, and let's plan out our turn here, assuming that it resolves. He does have 2 cards in hand, so it not resolving is certainly possible. Yeah, looks like he's got Syncopate here. Oh, he's going to impact, targeting the Corpsejack Menace. So this is actually an interesting situation because he's doing this now with the Guild Mage on the stack so that I can't grow it twice, which I have enough mana to do to make it a 6/6, and B, I can't sacrifice it to make a bunch of tokens. So it's going to die anyway. So we can launch party if we want and probably just take out like a Doorkeeper. If we don't, then we're kind of just on the Thrill Kill Assassin plan, which is fine too. It's just that this thing's going to die anyway. So I feel like we should probably launch party here just to get value. So we're going to target. So if we target the Skywatch, I just don't think I care about that much. I have 1, 2, I might have up to 3 activations on my guy, which can bring him up to this level, but still not get past this, but it can trade with this. I feel like just taking out a Doorkeeper is fine. So let's do that and sack that. So that fizzles. And we get our dude. And we can battle. Maybe I do just take out the Skywatch. Alright, he's going to block. So I guess we got rid of both of the Doorkeepers now, which puts us in a pretty nice position. I'm not worried about him racing us at this point with the Skywatch. Tower Drake doesn't really matter either. This Thrill Kill Assassin is just doing serious work here. He can attack with his Chain Walker, but it doesn't do much. Yeah, sure. Bring him in. I don't think I like that attack particularly, but sure. Alright, so let's see what we draw. We draw a Karazda Monitor, but we've got 8 mana, which means that we can activate this twice if we want. So we can make this this and this unblockable, so that's 4. That's 6 total damage that we can get in. I can make this unblockable, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think that's just game. Like if he doesn't have anything. Yeah, let's just go for it. He's not going to kill us that quick anyway, so give this Intimidate. Give this guy Intimidate so there will be no chump blocks. And just battle for the game here. We still have enough mana to regenerate Grim Roustabout, but whatever. Alright, so he didn't have anything to interact there. And we're able to get by. The Karazda Guild Mage is an interesting one. In my experience, it will often do just that. It'll win the game. But it doesn't feel like it for some reason. At least when I cast it, I'm always just like, okay, so I've got that, so that's a good tool. But often it's just like, no, actually, you just win off of that. It's just, you've won. And I think that his ability to sacrifice a creature to make a bunch of 1/1s is really underrated. I know that playing against him, against that is very, very, I never want them to actually do that. All right. It says he started a chat. Ugh, I don't know where that is. Oh, well, I'll just have to look when we get back in. Do we want to make any changes? Things that can get through is kind of what we're looking for here. I don't really want to go for more Chorus of Mights. I think that we're fine on that. Rites of Reaping doesn't hit the walls. I think we're fine. All right, submit deck. Now, where did this chat go, though? There it is. Oh, I can just put this here. Oh, that's kind of cool. I didn't see that before. Although it makes this very small now. Oh, that's kind of cool. He's deciding if he wants to go first, by the way. That's why we're just messing around. Alright, I'll put this somewhere else, though. All right, so forest, corpse check. This seems fine. We've got 2, 3, 4, and maybe even 4. We're going to keep that one. He's going to lead with a gate. Hey, right on time. So we should be able to get some pretty nice beats in. And if he manages to kill the Drudge Beetle, or if we trade it off or whatever, that's going to be fine because we've got this Corpse Jack Menace. Ooh, that decoy is going to do some work too. All right, play this guy. And then we're going to go Stonefair Crocodile into Corpse Jack Menace most likely. Let's see what he's got. He's got a Stealer of Secrets. That's just going to make me keep back this Drudge Beetle. I was going to bluff into his wall, but no, I'm not. I'm just going to do this. No point. He's just going to call anyway, and then if he has like an action injunction, he gets a card out of us. What is this? Runewing, sure. These are all fine. That's also a fine draw. All right, so I think I just want to do Corpse Jack Menace here and then Decoy probably. Yeah, that seems fine. Because Corpse Jack can just attack itself. Where Decoy is really just going to trade off for like this. But if I can get a bunch of counters and stuff going on the Decoy, then I'll be much happier. Yeah, because next turn I can just blast in with the Corpse Jack, and then if he double blocks, then I just like, kill one of them. He gets a card out of it or whatever, but yeah, he's going to battle anyway. No, he's thinking about it. All right, I think that's probably correct for him. I don't think I actually even need to attack here. Yeah, I don't think I even need to. I think I just keep building out my board. I think I am going to go for the Decoy here next. See if this guy resolves. If he doesn't, we've got a sweet flashback, or I always call it flashback, a sweet scavenge target coming up, so that's good. All right, he's got something, inspiration probably. Oh no, Thought Flare? Oh, good God. So lucky. I'm so jealous. Thought Flare's so awesome. Do enjoy resolving that one. Fortunately, we're not in that kind of a deck here. He's pitching a mountain. What else you got? You always want to see him throw away bad cards. If they start throwing away really good cards, then you got to be very worried. Just did a bunch of drafting and stuff. I was stuck in Philadelphia for the hurricane. Bad luck. I live out in Seattle where we don't get hurricanes, and I happen to be on the East Coast when when the biggest one hits or whatever. But it ended up being okay. A bunch of the players and coverage guys were stuck in the same hotel, so we obviously drafted a lot. All right. Is he going to take out our Corpse Jack Menace? He's got 6 mana now. No, looks like he's going to let us untap here. Okay, so let's play our land and let's evaluate. We've got 6 mana. Got a lot of options. If I attack with everything, he could take 4, 5, 6, 7. He could take like 9, and we trade our Golgari Decoy for Stealer of Secrets. Not the worst. If he kills the Golgari Decoy, then he still doesn't have any great blocks. Like he's gonna have to come up with some weird way to kill this. So I think we're fine just battling here. Fight, yeah, fight in there. Get in there, guys. So they all have to block the Decoy unless he kills it. And even if he does kill it, I don't think we're gonna get 2 for 1 here. All right, so it looks like he is going for the explosive impact on Golgari Decoy. Oh, he's got Tristani's Judgment. All right, same thing. Oh, actually, it's not the same thing. Very annoying, in fact, because I love to scavenge that guy. So I think I'm going to go ahead and launch party now. And so which one do I kill? I don't think it matters, but I guess I'll take out the Stealer of Secrets in case he does want to make like a bad block or whatever. All right, so this way we get this guy in our graveyard. We sacrifice a creature that we weren't going to keep anyway, and and our attack is still fine. Like, if he wants to trade these off, bummer, but it happens. Yeah, that seems fine. All right, so he gets to draw his card back, and we just ship. Yeah, so, I mean, he had an instant speed card, and that wasn't ideal for us, but it also wasn't terrible. Like, we came out of it okay. Didn't let him get too much value. Golgari Decoy costs 5 to scavenge, but I think we might just want to. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 6 lands. We'll see what we draw, but we might just want to wait on that anyway. I mean, I'd rather put it on the Karazda Monitor, for example. Not quite enough mana to do 2 things here, which is really what I want to do. So I could just make a huge Drudge Beetle here. I think I'm just going to develop my board out, though. This way, he doesn't really have any great... Nothing really great happens here for him. So let's battle. The thing is, if he removes the creature that I do all the scavenging onto, like, my entire turn's gone. Like, I don't get to even have a turn. So it's pretty bad for us if that happens, and I'd rather not play into that. So let's just keep developing our board. I mean, our board's beating him right now anyway. All right, looks like he's got something. Is this Essence Backlash? What is this? We're 1 land away from being able to scavenge that. Syncopate? All right, Syncopate for 3, so we can't pay for it. All right, well, that's kind of annoying just because we could have... just because he can't Syncopate Scavenge, so if that's all he had, then we're okay. But, I mean, if he had... Oh, there's a bunch of things he can have. Explosive Impact like we saw in Game 1, or even just Annihilating Fire for this or whatever. It would have been really annoying. Also, I'm kind of... Oh, I got Syncopated, so it's gone. Yeah, I was going to say I wasn't too bummed about having it in the yard, but actually it's not in the yard, so boo. All right, so he does impact our Corpsejack Menace, and we're still in an okay position. Not as good as we just were. Ooh, that's a fun one. Dagger Drone Imp. Do I need to get greedy here, though? I think I just make this guy a 4/4. Well, maybe not. We got 6 mana. I can play like Dagger Drone Imp and Towering Indrik here. I can play Dead Reveler and Dagger Drone Imp. That seems pretty good, actually. If I play Dead Reveler and Dagger Drone and then next turn do this, that seems good. All right, let's attack. He's shown a propensity to block, which is probably what I would do too. So, I don't know. I guess I didn't want to play the Dead Reveler last turn because I wanted to be able to play a couple of spells in one turn, and I wanted to use up my mana that way. But, you know, getting a 4/5 down would have been actually pretty awesome, and maybe I should have just done it. I don't know. All right, he plays Isperia, which is very annoying for sure, but I don't think it's going to really be the end of the game here. I think I'm just going to keep dumping my hand because I'm just going to end up swinging in with like a big hit at some point, so let's just keep doing this. He's not really in a position to attack us. And ship it back, and then, yeah, I'll make like... one of these things huge. I'm not sure which one yet. Maybe just this guy. He can't actually block it that way, and he can't attack me either. I don't want to give him a whole bunch of cards at once. If I was going to do it, it would have been that turn, but we've got a lot of live outs here, I think. Treasured Find would be sweet. Just get back Launch Party and just take care of Isperia. Yeah, that's fine. Don't think he has any attacks here still. Rollback Rhino, sure. Just going to build out my board until I can actually just kill him. Where whatever he draws won't matter. Oh man, he just played Inspiration. That's bad. That's very bad. He's definitely in the driver's seat here as far as He's got 4 cards in hand to my 0, and he's got Asperia out, so he's going to get to draw a ton, and he's got a lot of mana too. So this isn't an amazing position for us, but it's okay. Okay. It just got a lot worse. He's about to kill our imp. So he has Niv Mizzet and Asperia out right now. Yeah, so we're pretty dead here. I mean, I'm not saying we can't possibly draw out of this, but like I'm not really sure how we're going to win at this point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scavenge. Onto, I think, Thrillkill Assassin because it's the hardest to block. Like he can trade off this for it or something, but that's not very good for him. So let's do that. So he's going to get a card out of the deal. Might just throw the Rune Wing in front. No, he's just going to chump with the Doorkeeper. Because he knows he gets to untap and just wreck me. Kind of hoping the Drudge Beetle dies. We got to bring in I think we have 1 Aerial Predation, so we're going to bring that in, obviously. It sucks against Rune Wing, but man. You don't see these two next to each other that often. All right, what does he have? Something huge? Yeah, look, this is going to be Street Spasm for 100, and then we're just dead. So it's going to kill, I believe, everything. It's red, 1, 2, 3. It's 4 damage, so I guess we keep our Thrillkill Assassin, but everything else dies. And we're just pretty much dead here. He can hit us for 6, 11, 13 if he wants. Don't forget to draw a card. Now, let's see what we draw, but I think we're going to enter scoop phase here. All right, so let's go to the next game. All right, so we know a little bit more about his deck now and what he's trying to do. I think ours matches up pretty well against it, but I'm going to bring in a Mind Rot because he's going to have a tough time casting those things. And oh, boo, I thought we had one. Oh, shoot. I guess that was I was remembering something else. We don't actually have an Aerial Predation, which is a bummer. Right? Yep. No, we don't have one. All right. But Mind Rot seems awesome versus him. I like the aggression factor here. I'm going to cut Trestle Troll, I think. I want to play everything that can just beat him down. And I don't want to... I just want to beat him down as quickly as possible. Okay. Yes, we will play first. Let's hope we get a nice aggressive draw here. We do not. We have a lot of our good cards, but that happens a lot when you have 1 land. All right. This one's fine. Yeah, this one seems fine to me. Yeah, we can just draw some lands, and then I think we can make Deviant Glee work really well for us here. Let's see. Yeah, sure. All right, so this seems fine to me. We're going to be able to play... All right, sweet. So the fact that he's tapping something here is like really good for us, and also the fact that he wants to race is really good for us. Because like I was hoping he wouldn't leave up Syncopate because I just want to Dead Revelers him here. And the next turn we get to, I'm just going to play Deviant Glee on it and get to attack. We can have Savage Surge up, although it doesn't look like he has anything that can interact currently. What is this? Stealer of Secrets. Sure. Battles, yep. All right, so we have done exactly what we wanted to here, so that's good. So let's play Deviant Glee on this guy and make him just huge. And yeah, I like Sewer Shambler here. It can block the Stealer of Secrets just fine. And then we can even flash it back in a couple of turns to make this thing even bigger or whatever. If he's got, like, we haven't seen a single dramatic rescue out of him, but that card would be very bad for us in general, like, because we're going to be Savage Surging and stuff. But yeah, so it goes. All right, I think he played an Action Injunction. No, he played it on here. He wants to beat us down. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, we're going to take him down to 10 here, potentially. He plays Rest in Peace? All right. I mean, think I'm just fine with that. So that guy can't attack, but this guy can. That's pretty deep playing a Rest in Peace. I mean, maybe it's good versus me. It will take care of this. It does blank some of it, like Treasured Find doesn't seem very good now, but at least I don't have it in my hand, I suppose. We're going to take him down to... Actually, I think we're just bashing with both. That's going to put him at 8. And then I can play like the Grim Roustabout. Let me think here. Oh, yeah, this guy can't attack. Never mind. All right, so I forgot about that already. So he's going to be at 10. And then, yeah, let's just get big here. I think I'm just going to play the Roustabout. I am going to do that. Now the question becomes here, does he have Street Spasm? Does it matter? I mean, he can 1-for-1 me with it, but that's it, so who cares? So yeah, let's just get the Drudge Beetle in there too then. Not looking to block much here. I guess I was happy to make this trade before, but I'm kind of less happy to make it now. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, he's got 5 lands. And he's just going to attack with that guy. No block. We're clearly on the beatdown plan here. He's got a Doorkeeper. That's pretty good. And a Splatter Thug, which he's not going to unleash, which is also pretty good. And we've got a nice little turn here for ourselves. So we attack with everything. Maybe not. Maybe I just attack with the Dead Revelers here. If I attack with everything, what happens? Ship, 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 ship. So he puts, let's say the Drudge Beetle goes here. He takes out, he probably takes out the Sewer Shambler, let's say, with this guy. The Grim Roustabout maybe trades if we're lucky. Otherwise, he gets in for 7, which is not the same as 10, even with this. I think I'm just going to go Grim Roustabout and just leave this up so we can get him with it. I mean, I think I'm just going to attack with the Dead Revelers and then play the Grim Roustabout after combat here. Could potentially get in for 7, but we just lose a guy. Yeah, that seems better. Yeah, because he still doesn't have any actual attacks here, or any blocks here, I mean. So this sets us up for next turn much better. So let's play Grim Roustabout number 2. Yes. Next turn, depending on what he plays, we are bashing with the squad here, though. This puts us to 9, 8, 7, 6. Yeah, that's fine. 6 is much different than 5. If it was 5, then we actually just couldn't take this, but going to 6 means that we're still alive. He's got a Rune Wing. All right, so this is going to be very close. Let's see what we end up drawing here. We draw Forest. Not an ideal draw. All right, so if we battle, we still have untaps on this and this with the Savage Surge. The other guys, unfortunately, cannot block. So if we attack with everything, he's going to like block here, or maybe even just here, 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 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we only get in for 2. If we could get in with 2 of our guys, then we'd be okay. We're still dead to what's it called, but I don't see that we have a huge choice. If I just attack with this, he's just blocking here, I think. Yeah, let's put the pressure on him. Also, if he screws up his blocks, we just win. This also forces him to make some blocks, because otherwise we're dead on the crackback anyway. All right, Drudge Beetle is going to get blocked by the Splatter Thug. That makes sense. Sure. And then he's going to chump there. And he's getting in for 2. Okay. So we can save the Drudge Beetle and untap it by using Savage Surge here. And I kind of like that idea because that gives us 1 blocker back, and he's only going to have this 1 attacker. So why don't we do that? I don't want to fall below 5 if I can help it. Okay, so this drops him to 3. A bunch of stuff died. That's why it's going to the exiled zone because of this. And we do have a blocker for this to stay above 5 life. I'm assuming he's just going to send in. And yeah, we got the block. I don't want to block because we still have lethal on the crackback, but if he's shown us explosive impact both games, he could very well have 2 of them. And I don't want to just die to it. All right, Frostburn Weird resolves. And he's got more stuff. Tower Drake. All right, well, looks like we're battling again. Hopefully we draw something sweet. Krasda Monitor. Not too bad, actually. None of our guys can block anyway, so they are all getting shipped in. Really curious to see if he keeps that Tower Drake alive or not. If he does, we're in pretty bad shape, I think. All right, he's not gonna. I don't need to regenerate anything here. He's just chump blocking. All right, and we're going to play the Monitor. All right, barely hanging on. Can we do it? All right, he's got a tap land, so that takes that play completely out. Rune Wing. All right, so he's just got infinite Rune Wings. And we've got infinite Grim Roustabouts. All right, so we can get him to 2 here. He left white mana up, which means he doesn't get to pump this, which is kind of weird because he could have potentially eaten one of, well, at least made me do something with one of those. But yeah, let's battle. The Krasda Monitor is lethal itself, so that must be blocked. He's going to throw the Doorkeeper in front of it. I guess he could have Swift Justice, but I haven't seen that from him. It doesn't seem like his deck is really well suited for it, but who knows? He's playing Rest in Peace, which is a little weird. Yeah, you go to 1. And we play a Grim Roustabout. And no, we're not going to kick it because we need it to be able to block, and plus it's lethal as a 1 anyway. If he attacks with Frostburn Word, we're snap blocking, just insta blocking that thing. He does not. Treasured Find. So we draw the blankiest of blanks, but what can he have here? I don't even know. 1, 2, 3, 4 dudes. He needs to kill 2 of them. Yeah, we're just shipping it. He's got to get in the way of every single thing here. Blocks happen. He's going to... I guess he's just trying to clock us or something because we're a little bit low on clock, but we actually have a lot of time. Sure, it all happens. Yes, it all happens. All right. So we got there with our aggressive, at least wanting to be aggressive deck, and Yeah, I think that, if we can make that Corpse Jack Menace stick. I mean, look at the board that we ended up with. All of those roustabouts would have been 3/3s. So it's like it can definitely work, but it requires kind of a weird thing because we want to play those generally before we end up playing our guy. All right, we'll see you guys in the second round.